After reading the most recent One Piece spoilers, I've decided to make a prediction video on what's going to be happening going forward from these spoilers and discuss what's going to be happening with Garp and the Blackbeard Pirates along with the Strawhats and Kizaru on Egghead. Now to start off, let's discuss what's been going on, that being Garp versus the Blackbeard Pirates. You see, we know that in the next chapter, Garp seemingly is killed in front of all of the Blackbeard Pirates by Aokiji, similar to Saul. Garp laughs as he's being frozen with Aokiji's expression being unknown to us. As we know, it's been confirmed that Saul is alive and Aokiji let him live, so with the spoilers pointing out how it's similar to Saul, we can only assume that Garp should come out alive by the end of this, right? Aokiji has shown consistently to have his heart in the right place, sparing Saul, Robin, Dofi, and even saving Smoker when he's not on the same side as him anymore. Aokiji as well was Garp's first disciple, so it would be pretty safe to assume that it would be very hard for him to just straight up kill Garp. And it is consistently pointed out throughout the chapter that he is hesitating throughout his fight with Garp. I really don't think it would make sense that after Akainu barely defeats him, he just turns evil. Like, that to me sounds a little silly, and for the story, it really wouldn't work as well as Aokiji sparing Garp. Aokiji could take out the whole crew if he wanted to, however, he is fatigued right now, so it wouldn't be the smartest option. And knowing Aokiji, he would probably take the long game and use Garp to get the poneglyphs from the Straw Hats. Speaking of, let's move on to the other theory, which is basically what's going to be going on with the Straw Hats on Egghead. Now, the spoilers confirm that Kizaru and co arrive at Egghead, meaning Sabaody Part 2 is about to commence. In the last battle, the Straw Hats all realized that they were outmatched in every single way, and we had them go on a whole time skip training arc to even be competent. And now, Kizaru is about to face a completely different group from before, as the Straw Hats, after the events of Dressrosa, Whole Cake, and especially Wano, have all grown into a very powerful group of individuals. Kizaru, in my opinion, is not only going to be surprised, but in my honest opinion, I don't see him having any shot against the Straw Hats based on what we've seen from him. I mean, even the likes of Sanji in terms of speed shouldn't be that far off, as he and Zoro can intercept King and Queen, who can tag Marco, who's capable of reacting to and even tagging Kizaru himself. And before you type this in the comments, yes, not only were the admirals holding back a Marineford, but 2 whole years have passed, and it wouldn't be that big of an assumption to say that Kizaru probably has improved. However, I don't think he got a crazy amp similar to that of Akainu and Aokiji, since he's super laid back and doesn't seem like the type to really need to, since he's already introduced as one of the strongest characters in the series. Plus, from a story perspective, it would just be super satisfying to see how far these guys have really come, and essentially fight the same dude that they fought in the past, but this time actually be strong enough to fight him. This time, they aren't going to be retreating or running out of hockey constantly, especially after the countless amount of fights the Straw Hats had to go through during post-time skip. Let's just ignore Sabaody for a second. These guys had to fight Doflamingo, Big Mom, Kaido. They have seen a lot of shit. Perhaps we get Zoro getting his get back after being disrespected by Kizaru, along with things like maybe Luffy moving in slow motion against Kizaru in Gear 5, which honestly, Luffy's abilities would be pretty interesting and fun to see interact with the likes of Kizaru's. Alright, you get the point. I believe the Straw Hats are going to dunk on Kizaru. But where does that take us? Now, with Kizaru and Saturn's defeat, this could not only lead into Akainu getting involved, but then we have Blackbeard's crew also moving in on the Straw Hats because of the previous theory that I mentioned with Aokiji. And then there's Shanks' crew to worry about, who 100% is going to clash with Blackbeard. I may make a video on that. And if this is the case, these 4 forces could potentially collide and give us some of the craziest interactions we've gotten since Marineford. And we do have a potential 5th, that being Cross Guild, but we really don't know what they're doing, to be honest. They're just in the background. And with that being said, this is my, my little chicken nugget One Piece theory about where I think the story is going to be going in the next couple of chapters. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stayed to the end, be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new to the channel, hit the bell icon. You guys already know what to do.
Jesus Christ.
And if you want more videos like this, like, me just discussing about One Piece rather than just solely power scaling it, let me know down in the comments. And with that being said, everybody, be easy, have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye!